Imagine buying that house right there and not knowing how to run your numbers correctly, and you were losing money every single month. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how to run your numbers correctly on a rental property. Let's get into it. Okay, now that we're at my desk, I want to show you some practical ways that you can actually calculate these numbers. And I'm going to take a property and run the numbers with you. So we're going to hop into my computer right now. Okay, we're in Zillow. And what we're going to do is find a property in the city that we're going to invest in. So I invest in Oklahoma City, and that's also where I'm from right now. So we're just going to go and click on Oklahoma City. Now I'm going to scroll down here because there's a lot of new builds, a lot of stuff happening in Oklahoma City. So I know there's a lot of new builds. So we're going to scroll down here to find a property. And if you actually want 5 other ways to finding properties on autopilot and make about $5,000 a day, there's going to be a link in the description down below to my automatic deal flow machine. But we're going to click on this property and this 2713 North Sterling Avenue. I haven't pre-done this, right? I haven't looked at the numbers on any of these properties. So the very first thing you're going to want to know is what is your PITI, your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, commonly known as a mortgage. So we can just scroll down here, and this is what it can give us on Zillow. So if this is a property you're actually wanting to go after, you can just scroll down here and you can see the estimated monthly cost is around $1,070. So $1,070 every single month. You can play with it. You can put 10% down. Let's just do it 10%. And you can see that changes. Well, there you go. That's how much you have to put down, excluding closing costs. And that's how much your monthly payments will be on, like, give or take about $50. It might be $50 less, it might be $50 more, depending on closing costs, what type of loan that you're getting. And you can also play with the interest rates. So right now interest rates are like, I don't know, I think me and my wife got a 2.75 interest rate. So you can see how that affects your monthly cost. So what we're going to do with that information, we're going to go over here, and I have my little whiteboard up. Let's just say you're actually putting 20% down. So let's change that again. And we can see that your estimated monthly cost is going to be $1,032. So I'm going to write that down. Mortgage, $1,032. So that's what I'm having to pay every single month to own this property. Now what we're going to do after that is we're going to go over to rentameter.com. There's going to be a link in the description down below. I'm not an affiliate with them because I actually don't have an affiliate program. So what you're going to do is type in the address, and what they're going to do is they're going to take every single rental property that is in that area, and they're going to compare it based off the the beds, baths, and yeah, all that good stuff. So we're going to type that in here, and it doesn't matter what you put for rent, it's going to give you a number anyway. So I'm just going to put 1,000. How many beds was it? It was a 4-bed, 3-bath. So we're going to go over here, 4-bed and 1.5 bath. And building type, I'm going to go ahead and put house or duplex, because whenever it's pulling all this data, it will pull from apartments and condos if you have it selected as all right here. You don't want to do that because, you know, honestly, most apartments are not 4 bedrooms, and the ones that are might skew your rental analysis. So go ahead and click on house if that's what you're looking at. So we're going to search. Well, you can see that the average rental price is $1,130. So I can already tell this isn't going to be a good deal. But nonetheless, I'm going to show you exactly how to run the number, how to calculate the numbers. So we're going to go back over here, and we're going to put the average. Depends on the top, like the inside of the property, the renovation, like how upscale is this property, because you can see that the 75th percentile, the properties that are they're nice, right? They're nice on the inside, nice on the outside. They're running for $1,278 a month. We're going to just do the average. So $1,130. Go back over here. So $1,130 a month is what I can get for rent. So as you can already see, a person that doesn't know how to run the numbers, I might look at this and be like, cool, I'm making $100 a month, which that's kind of bad to begin with, but you haven't even factored in all the expenses that come with owning a rental property, and I want to break that down for you right now. And by the way, hit that like button if you're already getting some value out of this video. Now, when it comes to owning rental properties, you're going to have expenses. You're going to have capex, capital expenditures, meaning the big ticket items, HVAC, roof, etc. Now, we want to take out 10% for capital expenditures because, yeah, those days are coming in the long future. So a roof on average 8 to 10 years, depending on where you are in the country, how severe the weather is. But 8 to 10 years is how much you're going to get for a roof. And now you don't want to be paying that all out of pocket as soon as it comes time to pay for it. You want to be saving every single month so you can pay for it in the future, and you don't even feel it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 10% for cap X, so 10% of our gross rent. So that equals $113 a month. So that's how much we're going to be saving, putting into a separate account every single month for capital expenditures. Now the next thing is going to be repairs. Again, depending on the type of property, how old the property is, how nice you want to keep up with it. If you don't want to be a slumlord, I always do 10% because I like to keep my properties nice and tight and always cleanest for the tenants. So 10% every single month. Again, that's another $113 every single month. Now, whenever it comes to your vacancy, it depends on how nice the area is. That depends too. So for vacancy, I like to do a 5%. So for vacancy, 5%. So 5% of vacancy, what is that? It's $56 roughly. It's like $56.50 every single month. So what do we do with this? Now, you might have utilities that can also factor into this, but for this example, we're going to say the tenant is paying all the utilities. So now you got to add all these up, all these expenses. So $282 every single month is going towards your expenses. This is stuff you have to take out for. So what you do now is you take your rent, your 100, we're going to find out how much you're going to be making or losing on this deal. So $1,130 minus $282. So let's just say this is 300. That makes it easier. So now you're left with $830 every single month you're bringing in rent minus your expenses. Well, now you have to pay your mortgage. So your mortgage is $1,032. Now let's just say it's $1,000, just for even numbers. Now you are losing money on this deal. You are negative $170 every single month. That's coming out of your bank account just to own this property. Now, sometimes people will actually still go for this deal. If it's in a high appreciation market, someone might be willing to lose $170 every single month so that their property can appreciate 10% a year. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but on a $300,000 property and it's averaging 10% appreciation every single year. 10% is $30,000 every single year. You're not seeing that until you actually sell the property. But that's $30K in your pocket every single year. So that's why some people will still go for this deal. Some bigger players will go for this deal, even though they're losing money every single month. They know if it's a high appreciation market, they will still make money. Before I get into cash on cash return, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a new YouTube video just like this one. Now, how do we calculate cash on cash return? Typically, we would annualize this, but it's a negative, you're going to have a negative return. So what we're going to do instead, so I can actually break this down for you, is we're going to just say you're making $170 every single month. Yeah, 170 times that by 12 months in a year. So I just hopped in my calculator real quick, and that is going to be $2,040 every single year you're making in cash flow. Now, what'd you put down on this property? Let's go back over to the Zillow. What do we put down on this property? Because you're going to divide that by the down payment. So let's just say an even $46,000 for niceness, and it's easier. So let's just say this is 2002, so it's easier. So we're gonna hop back into my calculator. What we're going to do is we're going to take $2,000, what we made in rental income net, because that's after our expenses, and we're going to divide that by $46,000, how much we put down as a down payment. And this is going to give you 0.0434786. We're going to just simplify that and say 0.043. And now how do you come up with the cash on cash return in a percentage? All you do to turn it into a percentage is multiply this by 100. Well, now you have a 4.35% cash on cash return. Well, that's not very good in my opinion. I'm getting an average of 20% cash on cash return. That's because of the real estate strategy that I implement. And if you want to know more about that, that's going to be in the link in the description down below. At the lease option, you can get my guide completely for free. So go check that out. That's how I'm getting a 20% cash on cash return every single year. Again, if you want to find out 5 other ways to finding real estate deals that can actually make you about $5,000 every single day, there's going to be a link in the description down below. So go check that out. Now there's going to be videos popping up all right in here that I picked out specifically for you, and I think it can provide so much value for you because I believe everyone deserves a chance at financial freedom, and that's all I'm here to do for you, is to get you that information. But until next video, I'm out. See ya.